Hi everyone, it's Lindsay here. Welcome back to my channel. I just want to take this time to thank everyone who has taken the time to watch my videos. It really means a lot to me. I really appreciate it, so thank you. Today's going to be a bit different. I'll be showing you how I prep my nails, the steps that I take, and the tools that I use. But before I do that, I want to share 3 important things. The first thing I want to share with you is that I am not a professional. I've seen lots of videos on YouTube on how to prep your nails, and I've tried them, and this is just what worked for me, but there are other things that I've just kind of thrown out the window because they didn't work. Second, I had so many ladies asking me how to get my nails looking so good, and to that I have to share 2 things. First, prepping your nails is super important, and second, it takes time, a lot of patience and practice. But anyway, I'm making this video for you who need some help and who want additional tips on how to prep your nails, and I hope it helps you ladies. Last thing I want to share is to just enjoy and have fun. Anyway, let's jump right in, and I'm going to tell you all the things that I'll be using. So this is my buffer, this is my cuticle pusher, and the other side I use to clean underneath my fingernails. If you notice, I have some white stuff all over my fingers, not all over, but some, and my nails, and that's because I just removed my old dipping powder with acetone. So it is normal and it will go away. But anyway, so these are my cuticle trimmers, and I keep a file nearby to file or shape my nails. And then I also keep a bowl near me, and I will put some hot water and soak my cuticles. The first thing that I do is I take my cuticle pusher and I push my cuticles back very gently. And if all that wasn't gross enough, this is even more gross. But anyway, so what I do is I take my cuticle pusher and I scrape the top of my nail by my cuticle area to remove any dead skin. And that's it. By the way, the reason I do this is to get rid of the dead skin, get rid of any bumps, and it actually helps the dipping powder to last longer, and it prevents it from lifting. Next thing I do is I take some soap, and this is one of my favorites right now. It smells like honeysuckle. It's delicious, but I take a little bit of this and I place it into the bowl, and I just put some hot water in it and soak my cuticles. I usually put my fingers in the bowl and sit here for about 2 minutes and just kind of play with the bubbles and clean under my fingernails and around my cuticles. I sit here for about 2 minutes because it takes time for your cuticles to get soft, and it's important that your cuticles are soft before you trim. For those who don't like trimming their cuticles or are just not comfortable with it, I've heard that cuticle remover cream works well, and you can buy it anywhere: Walmart, Target, Amazon, yeah. So after I've soaked my fingers and cuticles in the warm water, I take my cuticle trimmer and I begin trimming my cuticles. One thing I would recommend when you do this is not to pull or tear when you try to trim your cuticles. After I trim my cuticle, I kind of go back and check to make sure that I get everything. So after I have trimmed all of my cuticles, I do go ahead and soak my fingers one more time, and I do my last sweep through before I buff my nails. So this is where I'm going to take my buffer and I'm going to lightly buff the top of my nails to remove any oils or shiny parts. I have heard that some ladies are experiencing sensitivity when they are applying base coat to their fingernail, and that is because you're probably over buffing. You want to lightly tap on your finger and just go back and forth. If you push on your finger with your buffer and then go back and forth filing, then you will remove a lot of your nail and it will be very thin and sensitive. And this is what it looks like after I've buffed my fingernails. My cuticle area kind of looks a little rough, but that's okay. Usually I will apply jojoba oil to moisturize my cuticle area. But one thing I want to say is when I do take my buffer, I make sure that I get close to my cuticle area. This also helps to prevent from lifting. So the next step is to take my file and file my nails, and I think I will be keeping my almond shape for this video, but anyway, I go back and forth on the sides and the top, and sometimes I take my file under my nail as well. To make sure that my nails are all the same length, I kind of flip my hand and check that way. I don't know why, but that always works for me. So there you have it, guys. These are all of the steps that I take to prep my nails, and I will be applying a new color after this video, so I will skip this step, but I would typically take my jojoba oil and moisturize my cuticles because it is very important to do so. So anyway, if you try any of these tips and they work, comment below and let me know, and if you have any other tips that I should try, let me know below as well. Thanks again for watching, and see you soon. Bye!